pull up the lyrics on genius.com to Can't the Hustle and literally go through that song lyric for lyric, that record resonates so much now, more than it did then. The lyrics of what he's saying.
I'm making short-term goals when the weather folds, when the weather's cold.
Oh, yeah.
Just put away to something and put ice on my gold.
Man, we need to say
silly with enough bankrolls to
free a big Willie. More steak.
I got more cheese than
Can you put up the lyrics right now? Can you put up the lyrics right now?
Here's the first verse right here. Yo, I'm making short-term goals when the weather folds. Just put away the letters and put ice on the gold. Chilly with enough bail money to free a big Willie. High stakes. I got more steak than filet. Shopping sprees, copping 3, deuce fever. Ah, yes, it's fully loaded. Ah, yes.
Yes.
Lex Luger, tire smoke like Buddha, 50 G's to the crap shooter. Niggas can't fade me. Chrome socks beaming. Through my peripherals, I see you scheming. Stop dreaming and leave your body steaming. Niggas is fiending. What's the meaning? I'm leaning on any nigga intervening with the sound of my money sheening.
Okay, stop right there. Okay. That line right there, niggas is fiending. What's the meaning? I'm leaning on any nigga intervening with the sound of my money machining. Okay, so keep in mind, that's then. He talking about the drug game then. But even now, he's going on offense for people who are trying to ruin his character that will stop his money. That's a real thing. That's happening right now.
He's leaning on mentioning.
Right. Let's go. My cup runneth over with hundreds. Just that line right there.
Right. Yeah. Very iconic line. My cup runneth over with hundreds. When I was trying to think of the lyrics before you brought them up, that was one of the first ones that came. I'm one of the best that done it. 6 digits and running.
That line right there. Remember, he at the moment when he's rapping this verse, he's not the best. But listening to it now, it's almost like he went back in time and told himself, say you the best. Because right now, he's the best. You can't say he's not. I mean, yes, if you want to take modern day artists like Kendrick and Drake and J. Cole and put them up front of him, that's cool. But if we're talking about this tenure of 30 plus years in the game, he is the best. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
I give him. I agree with you. You know, my goat has always been Black Thought, but yes, he's one of the best niggas that done it. You are absolutely right. He was not the best at that time. He was not that at all. 6 digits and running. Y'all niggas don't want it. Love how the bar flows into the next line. Got the Godfather flow, the Don Juan, the Marco, Swear to God. Everybody kind of had it up when this was out.
Right. Even in the hook, I'm taking out this time to give you a piece of my mind. Come on, man.
Yeah, knock the hustle.
He's stopping being a millionaire to talk about what's happening right now. Let me give you a piece of my mind. Who do you think you are? Maybe one day you'll be a star. Okay, maybe one day you'll be a star. He's talking to himself in the past time to the future. It's happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, who do you think you are? That's the one line that everybody thinks. Who you think you are? Do you think you? Yes, I think I'm who you think I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes. I mean, let's keep going.
After the chorus, who do you think you are, baby? One day you'll be a star. He wasn't exactly a star then. He knew he was a star, but everybody else didn't know. And shout out Mary too, man. She one of the right.
When I first heard it, I didn't even realize it was. I didn't even realize it was Mary on the hook until years later. I just love the hook. Just love the hook.
Verse 2. Last seen out of state where I dropped my slang. I'm deep in the South, kicking up top gang. Bouncing on the highway, switching 4 lanes. Screaming through the sunroof, money ain't a thing. Like
that's where that record started. You know what I'm saying? That's where that record started. Jermaine Dupri listened to this song and came up with the concept of that legendary. You know what I'm saying?
Now I gotta say, this is my favorite sequence in the entire record. Where it's confirm. Me and my fam roll tight like the firm. Getting down for life, that's right, you better learn. Why play with fire? Burn. We get together like a choir to acquire what we desire.
Stop right there.
That is fire. That is one of his best lines that he's ever spit. For real.
One of his best lines ever.
Sequences, yeah.
Yo, first off, the first part of the phrase, the worst fear confirmed. Let me say this. Rappers don't rap like that.
Right.
They don't rap like they would say when you get your worst fear, or I have my worst fear, say worst fear confirmed. That's different level of language when you speaking. Me and my fam roll tight like the firm. Not just we roll tight like the firm. If you know what the firm is, you know what that is.
Right.
And on top of that, the firm, lawyer firm, he got lawyers around him. That's just a little extra piece. You know what I mean?
All the way around.
Come on, man. Getting down for life. That's right. You better learn. Hit Jay-Z, Tata, Myth Bleak. This is real. 30 years later.
Right.
The same niggas that's with him then, same niggas that's with him now. This is a no-lie bar. You know what I'm saying? Why play with fire? Burn. We get together like a choir to acquire what we desire. Come on, man. What we talking about?
Literally, that was my favorite. I think, you know, we going through the lyrics, but I think that was my favorite sequence through the entire record. That is fucking dope. That four-line bar that's showing, yes.
That right there, if you just take those lines and you fast forward 30 years later, it is exactly how he operates right now. You feel what I'm saying? That's scary, dope, bro. That's really scary. I don't think there's very few artists that has this ability to be able to rap something like this and it be so relevant and just as dope lyrically. You know, the one thing that people, and sorry if I'm rambling, you know how many times a lot of the new generation, they always put this lyrics wasn't that back in the days because we was on some hibbity hip hop type shit. Like, no, Jay-Z has lyrics that if you rhymed them right now, they would sound just as relevant now than they would then. You know what I mean? That's, in my opinion, what makes him elite. So let's keep going.
After that fire ass sequence, we do dirt like worms, produce G's like sperms, legs spread like germs.
Come on, he's talking about like how dirty you gotta get. That's a real thing.
Right.
G's like sperm. Come on, listen. Man,
I got expensive clothes with expensive clothes, and I sip fine wines and spit vintage flows, which y'all don't know.
You know what I'm saying? And he's saying the term vintage flows. In my opinion, I don't feel like he's saying vintage as in like because it's not technically the new flow. It's technically a flow that's relative from Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? Rakim, stuff like that. But
classic feel rhymes within a classic aesthetic, like, you know,
right,
but relevant, but new,
right. But now, 30 years fast forward, the vintage flow, like it's these lyrics right here that are vintage flow. It's like, that's crazy, man. Like, I don't think people understand how dope that is. Okay, a third verse.
Got a third verse here.
Got some bars in here too.
Where we go? Yo, y'all niggas lunching, punching the clock. My function is to make munchin', lay back munching. What? My function is to make munchin', lay back munching. Sipping Remy on the rocks, my crew. Something to watch, nothing to stop. Unstoppable. Scheme on the ice. Yo, man, I think you selling me. You've been sold me already. I really like Cashmere Thoughts. You know, because of the storytelling mainly, and you know, but Scheme on the Ice. I gotta hot your crew. Okay, hold on. I'm splitting the flow of it. I'm missing it. Okay, y'all niggas lunching, punching the clock. My function is to make much and lay back munching, sipping Remy on the rocks, my crew. Something to watch, nothing to stop. Unstoppable, scheme on the ice. I gotta hot your crew. You hear how he's going back and forth through these rhymes right here, through the rhyming word.
Right.
Well,
and then on top of that, just to add to that, you got to remember, like, drug dealers, they live fast. So it's a lot going on within your 24 hours. If you listen to how he rhymes, he's rhyming in patterns like there's a lot of things going on at his moment in moment in time. He's chilling. He probably on the yacht, chilling, munching, punching the clock. Like that line alone.
Right.
Niggas lunching, punching the clock. Like, y'all do the small shit. My function is to make much and lay back munching. I'm chilling somewhere, getting paper, sipping Remy on the rocks, something to watch. Like, all of that stuff is happening all at the same time. All of it happening. I'm chilling, I'm sipping, my crew doing their work. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is over here. They wish they could be like me, but they punching the clock for some bullshit. I'm saying, like, all of these things are happening in real time. And that's why the scheme is so fire, because he jumps back and forth between what's your life and what's your life at the moment. You feel what I'm saying? Shit is powerful.
Scheme on the ice. I gotta hot your crew. I gotta let you niggas know the time like my motto. Stack rock like Colorado. Waddle up with champagne, crystals by the bottle. It's a damn shame that you got.
Oh my God. Let me just get this out the way. I didn't even know what the fuck Movado was when I first heard this record. When it was one in time when somebody we was having a conversation about watches and Rolexes and shit, and somebody brought up Movado. Automatically it went to my brain of the Jay-Z line, so I literally looked up Movado and I was like, oh my God.
You know, I never liked Movado watches. I want to remember knowing what they were at that time, but I can't place that.
Right.
I'm more into a classic look watch. I don't like anything.
I agree.
Just classic plain Jane for me. Just
for sure. I like tech watches. Anything that has some tech element to it. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I got put on to hearing the term Jay-Z, and that happens a lot for a lot of artists that are into fashion, into just dope new shit. You know what I'm saying? But that was dope. Let's keep going, because you was already on, so I won't stop you no more.
I gotta let you niggas know the time like my motto. Stack rocks like Colorado, waddle off the champagne, crystals by the bottle. It's a damn shame what you're not, though. Me, sick like a gato, fucking Jay-Z. My pops knew exactly what he did when he made me. Tried to get a nut, and he got a nut. And what? Straight bananas. Can't see me at the U.S. Open. Advantage jigger, serve like Sampers. He was my favorite tennis player at the time.
Pete Sampras.
Yeah, I remember I used to play the virtual tennis. Well, that was a little bit later, but I remember Pete Sampras. What did he win, like 7 in a row or something?
Like 6 or 7 in a row. Let me tell you a quick story. It's crazy. So when this album came, before this album came out, when I was in New York during the summertime, I used to hang out with my cousins, Kareem and John. Shout out to Kareem and John. Those are my twin cousins, right? Just go hang out with them. I used to go to Long Island, you know what I'm saying, and go chill. And my Uncle John, shout out to Uncle John, rest his soul. He's the uncle who taught me about stocks. But what we would do is Kareem and John used to play tennis, and they used to always go out to go practice tennis because they had a tennis court like a couple, like about a half a mile from where they lived. And every time for like 3 summers, I learned 2 things. I learned tennis and I learned stocks. Those are 2 things that I learned all 3 summers. And when this album came out, when he said Sampras, it clicked in my brain because I remember watching Pete Sampras. I used to watch his name is Diocic or something like that. I used to watch all these players and I learned what tennis was about. So when I heard Jay-Z say serve like Sampras, it immediately came to my brain, and I'm like, yo, that's fire. But then even the line, like, got the U.S. Open advantage jigger.
Right.
Like, if you learn tennis, you learn the advantage. That was such a fire bar. Once again, niggas not doing that.
He continues the wordplay on the topic. Play fake rappers like the campers. La Tigre.
Come on, man.
You're too eager.
Come on. And
Yeah.
then, this is the ultimate line of the whole song. You ain't having it good either. Get together and make the whole world believe us. That yeah, stop. That's a freeze frame. That's a freeze frame to Jay-Z and his entire team. Let's get together and make the whole world believe us. Remember, he got turned down from labels. They didn't want to sign him. He did it himself and his crew, including Dane. And as of right now, he made everybody believe that what he was going to do then, he did. You know what I mean? That right there is some... It may sound like a regular bar, but when you got history along with it, it does a hell of a lot. It does a hell of a lot. And I think people don't understand how important history and knowing certain things about moving through life that makes our lyricism just that much more potent. You know what I mean? Yes, right. The technique is one thing. That's great. The technique is one thing. The other half is like when you make somebody feel, you know what I'm saying, what you feel, and also they understand the history of why you saying that. And then on top of that, Jay-Z is creating his own history that when you go back to the same lyrics, it means something even more. Come on, man. Come on.
I want to second that. My dude, Black Thought, he did the same thing. He was talking about Malik B on the record Water. I think it's from Phrenology. He said, you know, a record ain't nothing if it's not touching. Griffin, draw you in closer, make you want to something. And if you real ill at making music, the listener feel like he living through it. That's how my nigga do it. He was talking about that. That's basically what you just said. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's a bar right there. That's a bar. And just with that line, he made his mans live forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get together and make this whole world believe us, huh? And man, this is making me, you know, I've never went through this song's lyrics like this, but it's starting to give me vibes of one of the best third verses ever.
For sure.
My current front runner is the third verse on Nas's Street Dreams.
Ooh.
That's my current front runner for the best third verse in hip hop.
You might be right.
Just talking to you and saying third like that. Rest in peace, yo.
Man. Rest in peace, third, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, but let me just run through the whole thing again because I'm really feeling like that. Yo, y'all niggas lunching, punching the clock. My function is to make much and lay back munching. Sipping Remy on the rocks, my crew. Something to watch, nothing to stop. Unstoppable, scheme on the ice. I gotta hot your crew. I gotta let you niggas know the time like my motto. Stack rocks like Colorado. Waddle off the champagne. Chris Styles bottle. It's a damn shame what you're not, though. Me, sick like a gato, fucking Jay-Z. My pops knew exactly what he did when he made me try to get a nut, and he got a nut, and what? Straight bananas. Can a nigga see me at the U.S. Open? Advantage jigger. Serve like Sampras. Play fake rappers like a canvas for La Tigre. Son, you're too eager. You ain't having it? Good. Me neither. Let's get together and make this whole world believers, huh? Admire Raymond, screaming, all us black Scottish sports and entertainment until we even, thieving. As long as I'm breathing, can't knock the way a nigga eating. Damn.
Fuck you. Come on, man.
Verse. That's one fucking verse for real.
That right there. And that's what I mean by making your lyrics live past you. Like, I know people be having, and I don't want to be mean. I know people be having these conversations like, hey, Lil Wayne is better. And yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not pointing out Lil Wayne to point him out. I'm saying that there are other artists that people try to compare Jay-Z to. And I'm saying stop doing that. Yeah. Because there's so many examples to his artistry and his lyricism that as the older it gets, it's really fine wine. It's really growing with age. You know what I'm saying?